Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm reviewing the Kiiboom Phantom 81 mechanical keyboard. First of all, a disclaimer, this is a review unit provided by the company. In this video, I just want to present to you my findings so that you can decide whether or not, that's the thunder by the way, whether or not this is worth the money. And this is US $159. Free shipping may or may not be included depending on your location. This keyboard is available in several colors. There is the clear one, which is the one that I have here. There is black, yellow, pink, purple, and maybe some other colors. So this is a 75% keyboard with 81 keys. It's gasket mounted. The keyboard is hot swappable with the 3 5-pin mechanical switches. The main selling point here is the clear transparent design. You can actually see through the body to the table behind. And the other selling point is the many lighting effects that you can choose from. And in this review, you will see the lights, they flicker, and that's due to my camera settings. So I will just switch off the light and turn them on only when necessary later on in this review. Let's look at the items included with the purchase, which I have already taken out. So there is a big cleaning cloth. This is the user manual with the keyboard shortcuts, a 1.5 meter long USB-A to USB-C charging cable, 2 small screws. These are for the body of the keyboard, 2 spare switches, a switch puller and a keycap puller. This keyboard is 1 kg, 430 grams, so this is a very heavy keyboard and the build quality is excellent. This feels really dense. This is definitely not a portable keyboard, and this keyboard is quite thick as well. This is how thick the front is compared to this SD card, and the back is even thicker. If you find this too high, you may have to get a wrist rest to put in front. For me, it's fine. This keyboard is put together with so-called crystal keycaps, crystal switches, and this transparent acrylic body. So everything is very transparent, and this is my phone's flashlight, and you can see the light actually goes through the acrylic body. That's the USB-C charging port. This keyboard can be used with a cable connection as well. That's the Mac and Windows mode switch. This is the switch for connection from 2.4 to USB to Bluetooth, and for 2.4 GHz you will need to use the USB-A wireless receiver that is provided that you can store here, and this uses magnets to store. This keyboard looks good to me, but of course this design may not appeal to everyone. The keys are very transparent, so you can see through to the transparent switches below and almost see through to the printed circuit board beneath. And this is how they look from the front. You can even see the reflection of the side of the body. Let's remove one of the keycaps to have a look. So this is very clear and very shiny, reflective. Before I remove this switch, let me show you where the LED is. So the light is at the bottom. The light is south facing. Let's pull this out. So that's how the slot here looks. So those are the 2 metal contact points, the 3 extruded plastic parts, the spring there, and this switch is pre-looped. This is very smooth. It may not be obvious, but there's actually a see-through hole here at the bottom. Maybe that's for the light. Right, let's put this back in again. These are linear switches. The keys have good travel and feedback, so the typing experience is pretty good. That's my mic, so I want to let you hear how the keys sound up close. The keys are loud, but I wouldn't say they are noisy. If you're using this keyboard in an office environment, your colleagues will definitely be able to hear you. Let's look at the layout for the keys. So that's the escape button at the top left. There are the F1 to F12 keys, and you can choose between using them as F1 to F12 or the pre-programmed shortcuts, which you can also customize. The delete button is here. Control, Windows, alternate function control. So if you switch to Mac OS, this will be control, option, command, and this will be command, control. With Final Cut Pro on Mac OS, for some reason I wasn't able to get the control bracket keyboard shortcut to work. On the right side here, that's the home, page up and page down key. There is no end key, and the arrow keys are full height. This metal knob here can be used to adjust the volume. If you're using Windows and you press this, nothing happens. If you're using Mac OS, this will launch the Apple Music app. This keyboard supports many keyboard shortcuts, and you can use them to switch between the connection from Bluetooth to USB to 2.4 GHz. You can use the keyboard shortcuts to check the battery life. You can switch between different lighting effects, adjust the speed of the lighting effects or the direction of the lighting effects. Shown on the screen right now are some of the keyboard shortcuts that are supported, and you can find this list from the user manual that you can download online. Let's see what you can do with the driver. So this is the Windows driver. One thing I don't like about this driver is it takes a long time to load, and it also takes a long time for the driver to find the connected keyboard. So if you look on the left side, this is the main tab. So this is where you can customize the shortcuts for the function keys, and again you can see it takes a long time to load, so it requires patience to use this driver. Let me just turn this off. Okay, it takes time to turn off again. Under this tab you can choose the different lighting effects, or you can use the keyboard shortcuts to choose the lighting effects, which I think is easier. You can set the auto sleep time for the different connection modes, like whether it's 2.4 GHz or Bluetooth. You can customize macros or create macros, and the learning process, the learning curve is a bit steep, but you can create macros if you want to. And you can find or share macros, and that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the different lighting effects that are available. Sorry about the flickering lights, that's due to my camera. So you can switch between the different lighting effects by pressing the keyboard shortcut function right square bracket. There are 19 effects if I remember correctly. So this is Christmas tree, this looks like raindrops, this is moving to the right. We have a rainbow pattern that does not move. This is the glowing pattern. Another glowing pattern, a moving rainbow. For lights that can move, you can adjust the speed of the movement. You can also reverse the speed of the movement. If you want to disable the lights, you can do so manually by pressing function page up. So all the lights are gone. You can also enable the backlight. So this is the front light. Let me enable the backlight by pressing function P and increase the backlight color. So now you can see there is backlight. And you can adjust when the lights will go to auto sleep, because now after a few seconds the light will just black out. Anyway, while you are typing, the lights will obviously remain on. Now, one really cool thing about some of the lighting effects is for those with the rainbow pattern, as the red color moves in a certain direction, you can almost feel like the keys are physically moving due to the optical illusion. So for me, when the red moves over, it feels like the keys are actually nearer to you. The battery life for this keyboard will vary depending on how many hours you use the keyboard each day, and of course whether you use the lights. Based on my limited experience and testing, I was able to get about 4 days of use when I have all the lights on. So if you don't use the lights, you can probably get way longer battery life. Alright, to conclude, this keyboard looks good. It has very solid build quality. The typing experience is fantastic. There are many beautiful lighting effects you can choose from. So whether it's worth US $159, that's for you to decide. And if you are interested to get this keyboard, you can check out the purchase links that I have for you in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you guys again. Bye.